Fire up that PS2, Mother Flowers. We are now live here. We are live, Mother Flowers. That's right. Team Heel Podcast. It's Friday, May the 4th. Be with you all, Mother Flowers, on this wonderful May the 4th, 2018. It's me, Mother Flowers. It's Steve. And we're back at it again. We're live here on Mixlr.com. We're also available on numerous platforms. You have to listen to this podcast, whether it's iTunes, Stitcher Radio, also over at the PODBEAN, Mother Flowers. You can follow the Team Heel Podcast over on Twitter at Team Heel Podcast, where you can, again, give this podcast a 5-star rating. It helps the podcast in the long run. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, this podcast, again, hit that sub button down below. Give it a big old thumbs up. This is episode 243, Mother Flowers. And I'm not alone here as always. I'm joined here by two awesome Mother Flowers. I'm here joined by my brother from another mother all the way in Connecticut, the mean streets of Connecticut. Mr. Steal Your Girl. Mr. I Just Bang Your Girl. Mr. Your Girl Just Made Me a Freaking Pork Sandwich, and I liked it. Walter, how the fuck you been, Mother Flower?
Yeah, I've been pretty good. You know, it's been fucking hot all week.
Oh, dude, you're telling me. You're telling me, bro.
Strange turn of events. Summer came early. It was like on Monday, it was 50. It was cold as fuck. And then ever since then, we're at 80s, 70s. So I had to have my fan on. It's just fucking. I mean, I should have expected it because it did say on the weather. But, I mean, come on. It's crazy. And then we're probably going to go back to the 60s next week. So
we probably
summer came early. Summer came early, but at least it looks like we're going to get no more winter. It looks like winter is now gone. No more snow.
Let's hope so.
It's going to be beautiful.
Let's hope so. And we're joined here by another good brother, another awesome Mother Flower, all the way in Detroit. Big Mike from Big Mike Wrestling Recap Show. Big Mike, how the fuck you been, Mother Flower?
I'm doing all right. I seen Avengers last Saturday, so I'm doing extra okay. So
okay. You're not disappearing like Thanos, right? You're not disappearing, bro.
No. I want to have the power to make certain people disappear, but I'm not disappearing. No.
Too much to Drake and the fucking Raptors, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
I know, guys.
LeBron really got that gauntlet.
LeBron toe.
Motherfucker. Yeah. Well, guys, this week we have, a couple of things to talk about today. This week in the world of wrestling, we have a pay-per-view this Sunday. We have Backlash this Sunday. Fun fact, Mother Flowers, I will be in attendance at the greatest arena in the country for Backlash, the Prudential Center. That's right, in my city of New Jersey, in my state, if you will, of New Jersey. The Prudential Center, The Rock, home of the New Jersey Devils, who are also choke artists who haven't fucking made it in the playoffs, but still, you kind of get the gist, alright, guys? So, we got that. We got news of Hulk Hogan. We got news of Keith Lee apparently signing with WWE, and as well, in this podcast, we're going to talk about the big news that happened over in New Japan Pro Wrestling Dontaku with Kenny Omega and Okada, and Jericho returning against Naito. So, Mother Flowers, sit back, relax. So much to get into tonight. So much to get into. So, guys, how excited are you guys for the pay-per-view coming up this Sunday?
Kind of forgot.
You forgot.
Like, I can't lie. I mean, it's when you had this other event last Friday that I also did not watch. I mean, I caught clips of it.
You didn't watch it, dude? You didn't watch the
I skimmed through it. I'm not going to watch a whole 5-hour show again.
You didn't watch, dude, bro, you didn't watch the greatest Royal Rumble
I didn't watch it live, no, and I skimmed through it. Literally, probably caught a good 2 hours out of all that.
So you didn't, dude. So big bro, you didn't watch the show live from the King Abdullah Sports Arena, their stadium in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
I caught clips of it. I saw the whole first match and parts of the Royal Rumble.
Mother Flower,
everything else was just forgettable. I mean, let's be honest.
Mother Flower, I'm disappointed in you, bro. I'm disappointed.
And then you have this pay-per-view on Sunday, which is barely getting any build because, you know, what happened last week with the Greatest Royal Rumble. So it's just a mess. They kind of fucked up. So I don't know what they're gonna do for Backlash. It seems like that's a definition of a filler pay-per-view this Sunday.
You know what's crazy, bro? You know what's crazy? I'm going to this show. I'm going to the show Sunday.
I pray for you too.
Yeah, that's. I don't know if it's gonna be good or not.
So here's how this will work Sunday. There will not be a live show because I'll be at the building, and I'll come back tired as all fuck. I will do a vlog. I will do a day in the life vlog. So I'm gonna dust out my Nikon A700 camera here that I have. Dust it out a little bit. Get the boom arm ready to go. Oh, it's fuck! I can't bring my fucking tripod arm to the fucking Prudential Center. I can't bring it. That sucks, but you kind of get the gist, guys. But anywho, guys, Backlash this Sunday. We talked about this already. How this could definitely, essentially, some people will say it's a shit pay-per-view. Some people will say, oh, this is a match to look forward to. You got Nakamura Styles 3. You got Rollins and Miz, which could be a good match if you ask me. But I'm looking at this card, and just like, a lot of people, I'm in the agreement that it's kind of a lackluster show. And again, y'all gonna toss at me, but bro, you're going to this show though. What the fuck you talking about? You're the one buying a ticket for this shit. Well, yeah, I had SeatGeek, but you kind of get the gist, right? Right?
Yeah, so
yes, yeah. I mean, it's always fun to go to a show. So I mean, even if it's shit, I guess the experience is cool.
Yeah, and I think also the fact that New Jersey, the Northeast, as far as the wrestling fan base is concerned, the Northeast is the most passionate fan base in the entire country, if you will.
Probably the most smarkiest,
more passionate, smarkiest, all that fun stuff. Okay, all wrapped up into one. So I'm looking at the card on Wikipedia. Okay, and according to the rumors and innuendo, you see what I did there? According to the legend, by the way, I love that show. I fucking love it. All right,
me too.
It's fucking amazing, dude. So it's funny because apparently SummerSlam weekend they're gonna be in Brooklyn.
That's dope. You should go and catch the show from there. So
Walter, you and I and Connor, dude, we're doing it. You're going to see, live on the Flower. Oh, so we might even cosplay too. So Connor might go as Conrad. Connor might
do no damn cosplay.
Connor might go as Connor. I might go as fucking Bruce, but we'll see. Anywho, I'm looking at this card now. There's 9 matches on this card if you want to count the kickoff match. And it's funny, right? You think about this, right? On this card, there is no Finn Balor. There is no Elias. There's no, Sasha Banks. There's no. You kind of get the idea. There's a lot of key players that are missing from this show. A lot of.
Did you say Finn?
What happened?
Did you say Finn? Because Finn's not on.
There's no Finn Balor. There's no Sasha Banks. There's no Becky. There's no. I know I'm missing. There's no Cesaro. There's no Sheamus. There's literally, again, the card itself, it's missing a lot of star players. There's no Woken Matt. There's little, again, a lot of people are missing. Elias, just to name a few. All right? And out of all the matches you think that could be the kickoff show, they decided to go with Ruby Riott versus Bayley as the kickoff match.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to watch it. That's perfect now.
But the thing is, okay, you mean to tell me that even the Cruiserweight champion, not even Cedric Alexander versus, I don't know.
They say they might put that on.
I mean, who just say as of this recording, out of the stream that we're doing, they could probably add more matches to the show. Right now it's Friday, okay? Again, it's May the 4th be with you. May the 4th, Mother Flower. So, for all we fucking know, they could definitely add a match or two to the show, if you will. So, Bayley versus Ruby Riott. What can I say about it, really? On Raw last Monday. What did they have on Raw last Monday? I forgot already, Mike. What did they have on Raw? With the women.
With women? Jeez, I forgot too.
That's how bad it was. That's how bad it was, dude.
I only caught some
I think it was Sasha versus somebody.
Yeah, my bad. It was Sasha and Ruby Riott. There you go.
Yeah,
Sasha and Ruby. I guess Bayley's watching on a monitor, and Ruby won. So I guess now Bayley has to go at it. And I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like they're prolonging this whole Bayley and Sasha feud until SummerSlam. And again, it should be at SummerSlam, like I said in my reviews prior to, months ago. I've been saying this shit, right? But I feel like now it's like, yo, what are you going to do with the women? Like, this is to me like a throwaway type of shit right now. But it's like, you got to, think of something more creatively, if you ask me. Now, as far as what they're going to win this match, honestly, I'm going Ruby Riott. Even though I don't care about this match, whatever, I'll probably do a live stream on Instagram during this match, but we'll see. What about you boys?
I'm going with Ruby too, even though I don't care.
Sure. I mean, I'll go with you. Yeah, I'll go with you guys because I don't know shit about I don't know why this is a match. I kind of saw that Sasha and Bayley are kind of still a little feuding. I think they're trying to milk it as much as they can till SummerSlam, but that's kind of far. I don't know if you're going to get that far with them. But whatever, yeah, just go with Ruby Riott, I guess. Why not?
Absolutely, yeah. After this, we have, if I'm looking at this right now, I'll go from the bottom to the top, okay? We have Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Here's what I want to know. Why? Why are they doing this match?
Nobody knows.
Why? To fill up some matches.
I get
for
that.
This house show.
Oh, gee, Captain Obvious. Yeah, no shit. But I'm referring to, like, why?
Yeah, because there's no build. So this is the problem when you have a paper. Because technically, Greatest Royal Rumble is kind of like a pay-per-view. And then you have another one right after that. So, like, literally, because of this Saudi Arabia show, Backlash is just like, whatever. Oh, we just got to fill up random matches. It's kind of like Fastlane, but even worse.
Yeah,
I thought
matches might deliver than Fastlane.
Yeah, I mean, who to say? Listen, we're shitting on the show, but who to say this show ends up being? Oh my god, ends up being a kick-ass show. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll be amazed.
I'll be amazed too. I'll be fucking amazed.
Yeah.
But yeah, Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Again, to me, this match makes zero sense at all. If you want to team up Bobby Lashley with Braun, that's fine and dandy, but why not have Bobby Lashley this whole time be his partner at WrestleMania instead of a fucking 10-year-old kid? You know what I mean? That's the vibe I get from this, okay? That being said, Owens and Zayn just got to Monday Night Raw, and you're gonna have them just be fed to Strowman and Lashley. You know Lashley and Strowman are gonna win. And you know what? At the same time, I hate how Lashley is built as now the Dominator. Because when I look at him, and I said this before, to me, he's walking Armageddon. You know what I mean? To me, he's fucking walking Armageddon. Not, hey, what is up, Skull Metal? How are you, buddy? How are you, man? In the chat, we got WNC show, I believe, Wrestling National Committee show as well. Guys, go check them out as well. But at the same time, like I'm saying, though, I feel like with Lashley, I just hate the way he's being portrayed as a dominator. Like, here's the thing about it, we know how amazing Lashley is. We know that already. For those of you that have watched him in TNA or Impact Wrestling, I'm sorry, all right? But I think we can all agree, across the board here, all right? And I want to get your guys' input as well on this. Lashley as a babyface sucks.
No doubt.
Walter, what do you think, bro?
Well, yeah. I mean, he was better as a heel in TNA, too. So, I mean, I just think it's a slow start for them. Like, they don't want to go all in with Lashley yet, which is, I understand. But yeah, he works better as a heel. But if you think about it, who's gonna take out Lesnar? Lex? Lashley might be it.
Nah, no, bro.
You can't really make him a heel.
Because from what I'm hearing, dude.
Lashley yet?
Because from what I'm hearing, according to the legend, okay, Walter, according to the legend, according to the rumors and innuendo, all right. I love that shit. Like I said, I'm sorry. From what I've been hearing. Because Braun won the Greatest Royal Rumble and all that, people within WWE might have a change of thought. They might actually go with Braun Strowman to be the one to finally beat Brock.
Well, shit. I mean, that would be they should have done that a long time ago. But if you want to go for it now, you might as well do it right away and have Strowman and Lashley at SummerSlam, with Lashley being the heel. And yeah, that would make perfect sense because... he just needs these two deserve better than this tag match. So that's all I'm going to say. But yeah, Lashley, I understand people aren't happy with the way he's portrayed right now. But I say just give it time. He just got there. What did you expect him to do?
I don't know, not be placed in the tag team with Braun Strowman.
I know, yeah, that is annoying. But like I said,
not seeing him gassed out. I seen him gassed out in the ring, all fucking exhausted.
Yeah, like I said, this is like it's not Lashley's fault. It's just creative got lazy. I mean, this whole card is lazy. I don't even know the whole card by heart, but I know these next few matches are gonna scream lazy to me. So it's unfortunate, but hopefully they do find something for Lashley to do after as well as Strowman, because this Ram tag match is a joke.
Because I feel like again, Owens and Zayn are being fed to Braun Strowman, and Strowman taking the Strowman the one to get the pinfall win for this team. He is. All this again is to showcase Braun Strowman to potentially one day be the guy, right? What do you think, Big Mike?
Yeah, I have to agree with everything what you guys are saying. Owens and Zayn are just here as a pawn. Lashley is just there, as a face, and he's not being used right. He's pretty much DOA for now. A lot of people think that he might turn heel right then and there at the match and just turn his back on Braun, and he just single-handedly take out Owens and Zayn, but I will have to go with the obvious. It's just Braun would just dominate, get the hot tag.
I hear you, bro. I had to hear the shit too if we're good on Mixler as well. But I get what you're saying, man. Again, it's just so right now, if you will. It's just so right now, to be honest. And it sucks because again, Lashley should be portrayed as in a better light, if you will. And it's just one of those things, again, if you really wanted these guys to be a tag team, which is fine and dandy, why not just have Lashley show up at WrestleMania and be Braun's partner instead of the 10-year-old kid? You know what I mean?
Yeah, they probably thought Lashley's return was necessary for Monday instead, because, they try to sometimes they kind of want to value that Raw after Mania more than Mania, which is weird. But, yeah, you're right. At the same time, they probably... I don't know. It's WWE. Their creative team is weird. I can't even justify it anymore.
What are you gonna say, Mike? I'm sorry, dude.
He got merch. They gave that kid a T-shirt. You can buy it on the shop.
Bro, we got merch as well, Motherflower. We got merch too, right, Motherflowers? We got merch too. Over at the Teespring, Motherflower. That's right. Over to Teespring. That's right. We got 2 shirts up on our store. That is teespring.com/stores/Team Heel Podcast. We got that merch. We got 2 shirts up on the store. We got the certified Motherflower shirt and as well as our Team Heel Podcast shirt as well. Give a big thank you to the homie himself at Salrex at Officials. You can follow on Twitter at Official Salrex, where again he's done logos for me, for freaking Mike here, for Connor Okayfabe, for the Psalm Monster, for JD from NY, just to name a few. All right, so head over to Teespring right now and buy yourself a shirt today, and we're at a wrestling show and whatnot. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But anywho, guys, moving on here on this card here, moving along here on the card, because believe me, there's a lot of stuff to get into as well with this card, if you will. But I guess we can all agree that, yeah, it's Braun and Bobby getting the win. There's no way Owens and Zayn are winning this, right? Across the board.
Yeah.
After this, we have, Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. For me, at least, I know for a lot of people, Big Cass is trash, this and that. I've enjoyed some of the stuff. I'm not saying I'm enjoying everything from Big Cass right now, but some of the stuff, it's passable. What do you guys think?
I think Cass is a little over animated for a big guy. I think he does that to hide away from his mic skills just a little bit. If he talks straightforward, I don't think he can get his point across. I think that's what's rubbing people the wrong way.
What about you, Walton?
He's all right. I mean, it's not really impressive to me. He's not trash, but we'll just see how it goes. I think this is a project right now, so a lot of people compare him to Test, but I think he just needs. I just need to see more from him because he was injured most of the damn time. So him and Bryan. That's a pretty weird matchup. I don't know who would win, though. I mean, I got to think about that, actually.
Fair. You know what it is too? I think for a lot of people it's weird because, oh my god, Bryan is back. We're finally happy that Bryan is back, right? We're so excited. And what do? They put him in a match with freaking Big Cass. You know what I mean? For a lot of people, I get it. For a lot of people, it's like, oh yes, he's here. He's finally here. But fuck, we're gonna have him with fucking Big Cass. Here's the thing about it too, okay? Understand this. End of the day, you know, you just can't expect Bryan to go right off the bat into a fucking deal, into a fucking program for the champ. Is it gonna happen? I believe it will. I believe it will. But at the same time, though, this is just me, of course. I'd rather see Bryan right now have killer matches with the likes of let's just say a Shinsuke Nakamura, an AJ Styles, a Samoa Joe, a Andrade Cien once he makes his debut, someone with the likes of Pete Dunne. All right, he can have these killer matches on SmackDown Live. Again, I know Pete Dunne is on SmackDown Live, well, I'm just throwing a name out there. But I would rather see Bryan have these killer matches where we know he can tear the house down with these guys, rather than him just being a champion right now. He doesn't need to be champion right now. I think for a lot of people...
Who said he has to be champion right now?
But you get the idea, like, oh my god, we're gonna fucking have him feud with Big Cass. Ugh.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's weird, but at the end of the day, this is Vince's guy, Big Cass, so I'm not surprised. But
how you doing?
It's something for them to do, you know. And Big Cass probably a matchup with Bryan. That's actually a pretty good feud for him. I don't know about Bryan, but I guess in terms of Big Cass, you know, that's a nice way to see if you're really like a star. You know, and that's going to be tough for him. So wrestling wise, at least. So I'm very intrigued. I think he'll just beat up Bryan so badly. Like, I think he'll just win by count out or something. I don't know if I see a clean finish here.
Yeah. So so that's fair enough. That's fair enough. But again, for me, I'll be honest, dude. I get at the same time this is a way for him to get to Miz. Even though on television they made it seem like, oh, Big Cass is not gonna be affiliated with the Miz, so to say. But really, to be honest here, if you really want to showcase Big Cass like a fucking threat right now, you have Big Cass get the win here.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Cass wins.
I just think he'll win by counter or something. I don't know if he'll literally pin him like that. Although they could do that, and I wouldn't be mad. You know, they could go either way as long as Big Cass wins. I know that's going to piss off a lot of people, but if Bryan wins, then Big Cass, what's the point of him? You know, what's the point of this feud? Like, he's just filler then? I mean, it is filler, but don't make it like so obvious. You know, I know they love their 50-50 booking. You could have Cass win and Bryan wins the other match. You know, at the end of the day, I'm glad they're saving Miz and Bryan for a better timing event, like probably SummerSlam. So glad they didn't do that right away.
Indeed, absolutely, man, absolutely. But now we get on to the next match on this card. We have the big dog, Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe in a singles match, 1-on-1. And I'll be honest with you guys, from what I saw on SmackDown, Samoa Joe cutting that promo on AJ, I loved it. I loved the hell out of that promo. And you know what? I like where, if that's the plan, I like where it's going to go with Samoa Joe on SmackDown Live. Okay? That being said, this match, though, the build I've enjoyed, hey, Samoa Joe each week calling Roman a failure. He's been a failure. You have been a failure. All this time, a fucking failure. And I'm going to beat you up. I'm going to put the big dog to sleep. I know, I cannot do a fucking Samoa Joe promo to save my life. But you kind of get the idea, okay? You kind of get the gist of things right now. And here's Roman Reigns, who lost to fucking to Brock Lesnar. Even though on Raw, the referee realized that he made a mistake. And they actually went on Twitter, this and that. And I'll be honest, though, you know, I think bitter Roman Reigns is what we need right now. A bitter, upset, ticked off Roman Reigns. If the plan is to have him go into that heel role. Because I think it will. I think it will happen. And what better way than to have him start off as bitter Roman Reigns? What do you guys think about that?
I don't think they'll do that. I mean,
Think about this, right? On Monday, I apologize if I cut you. I apologize if I cut you off. But think about this. On Monday, right? They had Roman and Braun team up, but yet we're supposed to forget that these two guys had probably, I would say this, like one of the best feuds of 2017 in WWE.
yeah, we're supposed to forget that, man. That was weird, yeah. When they teamed up, I was like, wait, what?
And just the reaction that Braun got in Montreal the moment Roman tagged in Braun. And you didn't see the look in Roman's face?
Yeah, I did. I caught it a little bit.
Yeah.
They can play off this whole thing. Bitter Roman Reigns. Bitter now. Fuck. This is his yard, but yet Braun's getting the love and admiration and shit like that. They could do that, but again, it's if they do it, though. That being said, this match, I think it should be a fun match. I'm going to go with Samoa Joe, though. I'm going with Joe getting the win here, in my honest opinion.
Yeah, I mean, if Roman somehow miraculously beat Lesnar for the title, it would have been obvious that Roman was going to beat Joe. Honestly, oh man, it's tough. I don't want Roman to win, obviously. I actually think they'll still have Roman win, but Joe should definitely win here because, if you're going to build up Joe to face AJ, what the fuck is him doing losing to Roman? How does that make him look better? He already lost Roman a couple times, so you can't. I just think if you're like Roman, losing to Joe won't hurt him. It won't hurt him at all. I mean, what hurt him already was losing to Lesnar at Mania. Losing to Joe, it's whatever. But with Joe winning, he'll be a serious threat on SmackDown. With him losing, it's kind of weird, So I hope they do it with Joe, and but I'm still gonna go with Reigns. But I hope Joe wins.
Big Mike, what about you?
Yeah, it only makes sense for Samoa Joe to win here because if you want him to go up against AJ, him calling out AJ, and then him talking all that mess about Roman, sinking his teeth in him every single week, calling him a failure, and then he loses, and then you go ahead and put him up against the WWE champion if he still is. That is just not. It won't look right at all. So Samoa Joe has to win here.
Absolutely, I agree 100% on that. 100%. But yeah, we're gonna go with Samoa Joe. We're gonna do that in a little bit as well. So apparently, Leo Rush has a new single, and we're gonna play the song during this podcast as well, just to get thoughts on it and shit like that. All right, Mother Flowers. We then have, for the SmackDown Women's Championship, we have Carmella defending the championship versus Charlotte Flair. As you all know, Carmella cashed in the Money in the Bank briefcase on Charlotte Flair, literally the SmackDown after WrestleMania with help of the Iconic Duo. That's another thing, too. Where's the Iconic Duo on this show? You know what I mean? You mean to tell me we couldn't have the once again repeated of the generic tag team match between Becky Lynch and Naomi versus the Iconics? I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
That would have been the bathroom break match. Perfect anthem.
You're not a fan, dude?
I mean, I'm not saying I'm not a fan, but that sounds like one. I mean, why would you have a random tag match like that?
Because again, it's a kickoff show, brother. It's a kickoff show, man.
Are you talking about the pre-show? I thought you were talking about the main show.
The pre-show.
Yeah, then if it's on the pre-show, I mean, if you watch it, then yeah, that's fine. But if it's on the main card, I'm just being honest.
I know.
It's a tag match.
I know.
But if it's on the pre-show, whatever. I mean, Carmella and Charlotte, Charlotte could possibly still win. I don't know. I think this is not another weird result's gonna happen where Carmella still has the title. I don't know if it's gonna be by count out, but it would be dumb to have Carmella lose so soon. So,
all right, fair enough. For me, here's the thing about it. Okay, I agree with you. It would be stupid to have Carmella lose right away. It'll be stupid. The way I look at it right now, I don't think WWE is confident in Carmella holding the championship. That's the vibe I get. I don't know about you.
They're not.
They're not confident.
I know.
I think Carmella is beautiful. I think Carmella is a good character for what she does. All the hell you want. Don't get me the fuck wrong. I think honestly, she wears Jordans better than fucking what's her name, Liv Morgan. Okay, That being said, okay, I just don't think the company has that much faith in her as the SmackDown Women's Championship. And they're gonna say too, oh, but if that's the case, why the fuck did they have her cash in on Charlotte Flair literally the SmackDown after WrestleMania? No, bro, it's called for a reaction. And it got the reaction it won, but I just feel like now it's like, you know what I mean? I feel like it's gonna take the Jinder Mahal route. You get what I mean with that?
I was just getting ready to say that. She's getting a Jinder push.
Yeah, she's getting transitional. She's a transitional champion. I mean, we should have. Everyone should have known that from the start when she didn't do nothing after she won the Money in the Bank. Like literally, she was just there, and even I don't buy her as a top women's wrestler right now, and it's not her fault, but it's just. When you got Asuka there, and I guess you got Becky Lynch and Naomi. Like, what do you expect her to be on that level? Like, it's kind of tough. So, yeah, but she'll probably hold the belt until SummerSlam and probably lose it there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. At SummerSlam, she's holding that till SummerSlam. She's gonna get cashed in on by somebody.
Oh, forgot. Yeah, Money in the Bank. Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that as well. But for me, listen, I want to say Carmella, I really do, but I'm going to go with Charlotte Flair because I feel like, again, I just don't trust him again. And I get it too. Hey, it's in New Jersey. It's literally, I don't want to say it's Carmella's hometown, but it's her region, if you will.
Well, that means she's going to lose then.
Yeah. We'll see. But I'm going to go with I'm going to go with, I want to say Carmella, but my heart says really Charlotte, though. Because, again, Charlotte is the Roman Reigns of the women's division. When you think about it.
Exactly. That's why I didn't count Roman Reigns winning either.
Yeah. All right. So Mike, Walter, you can agree with that, right? We want to say Carmella, but it's gonna be Charlotte pretty much.
No, I'm gonna still go with Carmella. I'm still gonna go with Carmella on this one.
Okay, fair enough. We then get a rematch from WrestleMania. For the Raw Women's Championship, we have Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss, aka freaking Big Patty versus Helga. Once again, in the rematch. I'll be honest, I don't know about you guys, but I've been enjoying the moments with Bliss. I've been enjoying it for what it is. But I feel like the build-up to this rematch had just, there hasn't really been a build-up. They've done nothing. Other than Alexa Bliss being chased by Nia on the Go Home show. That's all they've done. That's all they've done. So why should I even care for this match? Why should I even give a shit about this match? You know what I mean? This is the part of this will be the part of the show where I will get up from my seat and go buy a soda or water. I don't even know. What do you guys think? For me, I don't care who wins. Obviously, I'm going to go with Nia Jax. I don't give a shit. Hopefully,
this is the squash match that I wanted for Mania. This match better not last long. Better be 2 minutes, and just obviously Nia better retain. I mean, they can't love Alexa that much where she somehow, unrealistically wins this match. So, Nia wins. Who cares, really, right?
Yeah, I got Nia winning too, via squash. Because I don't think Alexa Bliss is still healed yet from her surgery.
Yeah. It's true. But even that, come on, whatever. So much for the women's evolution, right? Women, women empowerment and shit. But yet, here we are, with
they put no bill towards them.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are you talking about the breast? I mean, they got hits for TV. They're on TV every week, so.
I know. Anywho, moving along here, moving right along. Okay, we have Jeff Hardy, the U.S. champion, versus Randy Orton in the rematch. Not even a rematch, but it's just a match.
A rematch from Royal Rumble.
I don't even know. I'll be honest. I wish they added Shelton Benjamin to this match. I really wish they did. Because the other thing about it, yes, Orton and Hardy, the first time they're going to lock up in almost 10 years. I get that. And yes, they'll probably
the Royal Rumble rematch, and you want to add no offense to Shelton Benjamin, but come on, man.
Yeah, but to be fair, though, Shelton has a win over Orton, though, even though with some distraction.
You don't gotta add him there. I mean, Yeah, I'm tired of these multi-man matches. They could do that in the next pay-per-view if they want. Hardy Orton sounds like a nice one-on-one feud, and it's for a mid-card title, which is weird, but you know, it's fine the way it is.
Yeah, I agree. But for me, this will probably be a fun match. Like I said, the first time they lock up in 10 years. That being said, I'm gonna go with Jeff Hardy retaining the U.S. Championship.
Oh man, I mean, last time they faced each other, it was obvious who was gonna win, right? I mean, did someone? I knew some people that picked Jeff Hardy to win the WWE title at the Royal Rumble, but I never bought that. But yeah, I agree. I think Jeff Hardy finally gets this win here over Orton. Orton's been putting a lot of guys over, even Jeff Hardy. He's not a young talent, but still, you know, we can't have Hardy lose the belt right away. You gotta stop playing hot potato with this belt. Hold it on for a while. So I'll go with Jeff Hardy. Hopefully this match is good.
All right, fair enough here. Mike, you agree as well, or you have someone else?
I got Jeff retaining too, but I got it in a DQ because of I think Shelton is gonna interfere.
Okay.
Damn, all this Shelton love.
Shelton, man, yeah, bro. Listen, I'm gonna name my son Shelton, yeah.
No,
was that, Mike?
I
you cut
Shelton
off
too, but
Mike, you cut off the what were you saying? Mike, you cut off the what were you saying?
I said Shelton was on the Go Home show talking about he should be in the match. So
I didn't watch SmackDown, so but yeah, I guess they could do that in the next pay-per-view though. I mean, I don't mind Shelton being involved in this feud, but I'm just tired of these multi-man matches. Gotta be honest.
Well, Walter, you know what, bro? Well, Walter, you know what, bro? You know what, Mother Flower? You're not the only one, man. You're not the only one. Okay, Mother Flower? You're not the only one. You hear me, Walter? You're not the fucking only one, alright, bro?
Are you trying to quote a song or something?
No, Mother Flower, no. All I'm saying is, you know, believe you and me, bro. According to the legend, bro. According to rumors and the rumors of the innuendo, alright? God, I love that show.
Legend's gonna interfere.
'Cause we're just ordinary people. It's all enough from the song. Okay, that is something irrelevant, if you will. But if you will. Okay, anywho, moving right along here. Okay, moving along. Fuck you, computer. Fuck you. We have Seth Rollins versus The Miz for the Intercontinental Champion. This could definitely steal the show. This would probably be the match of the night, in my opinion. That being said, the builder here, hey, Miz wants the Intercontinental Championship back to make it prestigious again. And I'll be honest, I don't see it happening. Obviously, because Miz on SmackDown Live, Rollins on Raw. I don't see it happening. I just don't. So that being said, I'm going to go with Seth Rollins. Even though I'm going to say this too. This past Monday on Raw, Rollins and Finn fucking tore the house down. For a show that was shit, they definitely saved the show. Or, you know, made it memorable, to say the least. So I'm going to go with Seth Rollins retaining the championship here.
Seth Rollins, Mr. Monday Night Rollins. Yeah, he was I agree. He was the savior of that show. Yeah, well, it doesn't make. This is why, you know, the Superstar Shakeup's like weird, and then the pay-per-view after the Superstar Shakeup, you kind of know like who's gonna win and who's not. It's kind of like the Greatest Royal Rumble when they had the U.S. title and the Raw Tag Team titles. It was like Raw versus SmackDown, and we all knew who was gonna win each match. So this is kind of the same thing. Hopefully it's good, but it's pretty obvious Seth Rollins is gonna win.
Pretty much. I think that since it's a dual branded, you know, pay-per-view, I think that the Miz Taraj is gonna make their way out here and try and help the Miz, but it's gonna fail, and then Seth is gonna win. So I'm going with Seth.
I guess even if it wasn't dual branded, I'd still go with Seth. It'll be a little bit harder, but I think I'd go with Seth anyway.
Yeah, but I'm just, you know, just putting the dual branded thing, you know. Miz Taraj has been missing the Miz and trying to pair up with Finn and Seth.
Missing the Miz. What the fuck are they gonna do now?
I don't know, but it's weird.
I know, it's so weird now, bro. It's ridiculous. So then we get the main event of the evening. To get to the main event. Walter, your family strong as hell, bro.
It's strong.
It's strong, bro. There you go.
Strong, like
Roman
you got a
Reigns
light
strong,
set on that fan? Like
a
a
light
light
set?
Yeah, a light setting. Like just turn it down. The knob, turn it down a little bit. You
This
got on
is the
full blast.
light. No, I don't got it on full blast. I could just move it farther away.
There you go, Motherflower. There you go, Motherflower. Smart Motherflowers. Smart Motherflower. There you go. We then get the main event. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship in a no disqualification match. Must I remind you, this is like Shinsuke, I want to say, his 5th or 6th attempt at the WWE Championship. Right? Nutcracker Nakamura. I've digged it thus far, the heel turn. I digged it. I feel like he needed that heel turn. Right? But here's the thing about it, though, right? With what happened on Monday, on Tuesday with Samoa Joe, right? Samoa Joe calling out AJ. The way I look at it, they're building up to an AJ versus Samoa Joe feud. Do you guys get that vibe as well?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? I mean, that should be a feud. TNA feud.
I don't know. You know, it's funny. They're saying TNA.
That would be a TNA feud, but I would be all for it. Like, literally, I would. I mean, why not?
So that being said, I think we can all agree that in a way, hey, there's a possibility that Samoa Joe, AJ Styles will retain the championship. At the same time, though, here's Nakamura, who, is now a heel. He's been low blowing the fuck out of AJ left and right, literally in the words of Big Mike's thumbnail, and another one, and another one, and another one. So, is it now time for Shinsuke to win the championship? Is it now time? Do you finally do it now? Or do you go on to an AJ and Joe feud? I say this. I'm going to go with Shinsuke Nakamura winning the championship. If they're going to do it now, they better do it now. Or not, just like Roman Reigns with the fucking Universal title. The idea of him beating Brock. If it's now or never, alright? If not, then move on. That being said, like I said, I'm going with Shinsuke Nakamura.
I'm going with Nutcracker Nakamura too.
If Shinsuke loses, he's a fucking loser. Let's be honest. So he needs to fucking win this match. Like, it is your 3rd chance at AJ. He can't beat AJ. Then what's he gonna do after that? So they could do AJ and Joe without the title. Shinsuke, I don't know who would be feuding with next. Maybe Bryan. I don't know. That'd be cool, but it's about time. You turn Shinsuke heel, do something with him, and I wouldn't mind him winning the title here.
All right, so that pretty much wraps up the prediction video, the prediction portion of this podcast for Backlash, guys. If you have predictions, let us know in the comment threads of the YouTube video or the stream here on Mixlr, or if not on Twitter as the Twitter handle says on the screen here, Motherflowers, at Team Heel Podcast. All right, let us know your predictions and all that fun stuff. All right, again, this podcast available on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, also over at PodBean. We can download and listen to this show on the go. If you really want to help out this podcast in the long run, follow us on Twitter. Follow us here on Mixlr. Be notified when the podcast goes live each and every single week. Follow us also on, subscribe to us on YouTube, on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/HeelSteve, which is my channel. Also on iTunes and Stitcher. While you're on iTunes and Stitcher, give us a 5-star rating. It really helps out the podcast in the long run. Also, like I said earlier on the show, we have merch. We got merch over at Teespring. That is teespring.com/stores/teamheel, middle line podcast, middle line 3. We got 2 shirts up on our store right now. We got the Certified Motherflower shirt and as well as the Team Heel Podcast t-shirt. Big thank you goes out to Salrex for the designs of the tees and as well as the logo for the podcast and all that fun stuff. All right. So if you are a YouTuber, a podcaster out there, you want awesome logos, awesome graphics done, awesome layouts and overlays for your channel, for your podcast, whatever the fuck it may be, hit him up on Twitter at official Salrex. And he is your guy to work with. He's done layouts for myself, for Big Mike, for OKFabe, for JD from NY206, for Solid Monster of the Solid Monster Wrestling podcast every single Sunday. So he's worked with the creme of the creme here, if you will. All right? Moving right along, because there's other stuff to get into as well. Ariya Divari released a statement about what happened at the Greatest Royal Rumble. Because as you all know, at the Greatest Royal Rumble, there was a moment in the show where he did come out with Divari, Sean Divari, right? And apparently they heckled the crowd in Saudi Arabia as they waved the Iranian flag. And as you all know, the Syrian flag. Syria, and obviously...
No, it was Iranian.
Was it Iranian flag? I thought it was a Syrian flag.
No, they're Iranian, so it was the Iranian flag.
Let me see here.
It was the Iranian flag, man. You don't have to research that.
Yeah, okay. Fine. Be that as it may, okay? He came out, the Iranian flag. He came out with the Iranian flag, and there was a lot of, issues with the people there. They were not accepting it. And apparently now, Ariya Divari had been receiving death threats because of this. So this is what he wrote. I guess he wrote the following statement. He put this out. I believe he put it on Twitter. I could be wrong here, right? This is what he wrote. End quote. During an appearance this past Friday, I portrayed a fictional character and played the role of the antagonist. No different than what other actors would be doing in a movie or TV show. Period. The character does not reflect my personal views, and I apologize to anyone that may have been offended by the skit. I have an incredible amount of respect for the great people of Iran, and I am very proud of my Iranian heritage. Thank you. Now, listen, I get it, you're portraying a character, you're portraying, you're a heel, what have you, but let's be real about it too. I feel like WWE, and I blame as well WWE in this. I don't know about you guys, but if you're going to a different country where the views politically is not the right, view, if you will, whatever the fuck it may be, okay? Why the hell would you have him go to a country where the views amongst both countries are not the same? Have him do that. You get what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
It's so stupid. It's just so fucking stupid. I feel bad. I mean, again, does he deserve the death threats? Absolutely not. I think it's a little ridiculous, but I get it. That Saudi Arabia has different political views, and I know they're trying to fix it. They're trying to improve it. I get that, but at the same time, it's like, WWE kind of shot themselves in the foot with that one, if you will. That's just me, of course. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
What do y'all think about that?
Yeah, I understand they try to definitely get heel heat out of it. They try to get something, but with the climate, the way the world is today, and social media era, I don't know what you want to call it, the PC era, it's kind of dumb to do a segment like that. It wasn't smart on their part. I understand what they were trying to do, but it is unfortunate that this is happening with the death threats, but yeah, they should probably be smarter about that next time.
What do you think, Big Mike?
I think that it is on WWE's part, but on the other hand, I feel like that Ariya Divari shouldn't have apologized, because he has it, he's a heel, it's not real. And that's like saying that, like, if Bret Hart, with his Canadian thing, the Canadians hate him because he's not portrayed well. and he's getting death threats and all that type of stuff. That's the same thing that's going on here because it's not the Saudi Arabians that's mad, it's the Iranians that's mad.
Yeah.
At least that's what I heard. It's the Iranians that's mad.
Teach their own, man, and I get it, and I totally get it, bro. But we'll see we'll see where this goes. Again, it's one of those things where it's like you just don't want to hear. Oh damn! When you hear about it, it's like damn. And again, you're talking about different countries. One thing is in America, fine, we get it. But they don't. But people they're not really familiar. Apparently, as well, from what I've heard as well. Apparently, I guess the governor or something like that from Saudi Arabia spoke today with CNN. I could be wrong on it. Whether it be the prince or the governor, whatever the fuck it may be, of Saudi Arabia, I guess spoke about what happened at the event, the controversy, and apparently as well the women, how they're trying to make that happen somewhere down the road. But we'll see if that even happens again down in the long run as well. Big congrats goes out to Kane, dude. Guys, moving along here. Glenn Jacob, who is one step closer of becoming of winning the Republican primary in Knox County. So as you all know, he's gonna run for mayor, right? He's been running for mayor of Knox County, and according to Weight.com, all 89% have reported, and Jacob defeated Brad Anders by 17 votes with a total of 14,633 to 14,616 votes. The result will not be official until next week. However, because the Knox County Election Committee says there are still provisional ballots to count, the final election takes place in August. This is what Kane wrote on Twitter, right? Glenn Jacobs, by the way, at Glenn Jacobs TN. Glenn, along with his family, voters, and supporters, declared victory in a hard-fought Knox County mayoral race this evening. Together we won. Tomorrow we move forward. That's gotta be Kane. That's gotta be Kane, damn it. That's gotta be Kane with the flowers. Good for him, right? Good for him, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. It's pretty cool, you know, that he's pretty much, I think he'll be the mayor. And yeah, a lot of people shit on him when he comes back, like, oh, it's Kane. And yeah, we all probably are tired of him a little bit, but, you know, it's crazy. You know, a lot of wrestlers try to go into the political realm, like Rhino. Who else? I know there's others, you know, well, Jesse Ventura was a governor, so but
yeah.
You know, it's pretty cool to see Kane. You would have thought Kane out of all people, like I wouldn't have thought about that until you watched like some videos of him and his, you know, personal life. You could tell he was into those type, you know, into politics, and you know, he probably has some good things that people can cater to. There's maybe some things that we can go against as well, but I think it's pretty cool though that he's about to be mayor. That, I mean, I don't know. I think it's cool.
Absolutely. Moving along here. Apparently, Danny Burch has officially signed a full-time deal with WWE as part of the NXT brand. As you all know, Danny Burch has been an on-air character on NXT, the partner of Oney Lorcan, but apparently throughout this whole time, he has not been on a full-time deal. He was on a similar deal similar to Gargano and Ciampa prior to them signing, where they'll be on NXT, but they'll still take independent bookings here and there. But apparently now he's now signed to a full-time deal at NXT. Danny Burch, a.k.a. Martin Stone, gave a farewell speech this past weekend over at Beyond Wrestling event. And again, because of the fact that he's going to NXT. So again, listen, you know, overall, good for him. Still, I want to say at 36 years old, hey, you know, it is what it is, you know, good for him. I'll be honest, I dig his work with Oney Lorcan. The fact that from what it looks like, from what I'm looking at here, right, it looks like we're going to get Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan at TakeOver in Chicago against the Undisputed Era. So, good for them. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, man, it's good for him, you know, to be full-time, and those guys can rip it up too, so I'm glad that they can officially be like a full-time team and stuff like that. So, good for Danny Burch.
Yeah, I mean, Danny Burch, I saw couple things here and there from him. Nothing like spectacular, but I mean, you gotta fill up the NXT roster with all these call ups. So if you had him, around just floating around without a contract, you might as well just sign him because everyone else is moving up soon. So yeah, why not? More British guys, I guess that's fun.
Exactly. Yeah. Moving along here as well. New Japan Pro Wrestling I guess had their Dotaku event, and it's crazy because for a while we thought Jericho was done with New Japan, and Jericho had been teasing this whole time that he would no longer go in New Japan. They couldn't reach a deal, and apparently I guess it was today, right? He attacked Tetsuya Naito. And if you all remember, at the New Year's Dash show, the show after Wrestle Kingdom 12, he also attacked Tetsuya Naito. So from what I've been hearing, apparently at Dominion, it's going to be Tetsuya Naito versus Chris Jericho. It's funny because Jericho attacked Naito wearing a mask. He came in from behind. Like, I guess people thought he was part of the crowd, and he attacked him and shit, right? And he wore a mask, like the Bushi mask, right? And got in the ring. He had on an LIJ hoodie, and takes off the mask, and his Jericho had lipstick on him and shit. And the Japanese the commentator was going crazy for this shit. It's so funny as all hell, right? He takes off the jacket, and it's the shirt that he wore, right? It's similar to the Naito shirt where it says La Lista Ingobernable de Jericho, which is so fucking hilarious. You all know Jericho, if you with Kenny Omega early on, in 2012 in 2018 for Wrestle Kingdom 12, he was rocking the Alpha Club shirt. So I thought overall, again, it's pretty creative from Jericho's part. But nonetheless, I think overall, Jericho and Naito will be a fucking amazing match to see at Dominion. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah. Go ahead, Walter.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, that it's I should definitely be a fun match. Jericho he's the only one who can really work WWE and New Japan at the same time. So kudos to him. Yeah, it should be a pretty cool match. I mean, this is where they were building up to anyway. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. What about you, Big Mike?
Yeah, it's gonna be good to see that match finally happen. And I'm gonna get New Japan World again so I can watch Dominion.
Now listen, we will cancel our network the moment they give the belt to fucking Switchblade Janeway, right? My bad.
I'll definitely won't forget to cancel it that time if that happens. As soon as I see that happen, exiting the pay-per-view, and yeah, I mean, yeah, I think the cancel WWE network movements are kind of dumb, but literally, I don't want to disrespect New Japan, but if you give the belt to him, there's no point in watching your product still, besides the other matches. Come on, man.
Jesus, man. He shouldn't even get an opportunity. If he get that opportunity...
He shouldn't even be the U.S. champ right now.
He shouldn't.
They should be glad that I'm even partly watching it with him as U.S. champ still. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I just have a strange feeling they might go that route.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Absolutely. We're getting at Dominion is, believe it or not, for the fourth time, this time at a 2 out of 3 falls match with, I believe, also a no time limit. It's going to be Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada for the IWGP World Title. Holy shit. Now, I'll be real about it, okay? I feel like the Okada, again, my bad, Omega's a talented wrestler, don't get me the fuck wrong, okay? But I feel like the rose fell off the bloom already. Where, yes, 2016 was his year. No doubt about it. 2017, yeah, he won the US title, all the hell you want. 2018 is now he's a tag team partner again with Kota Ibushi. Just like he's just bouncing around right now, if you will. At the same time, do I think he's going to be Okada? No. I don't think he is. But at the same time, hey, to my understanding, New Japan is having trouble, if I'm reading this correctly. Cow Palace. Let me look this up right now. I don't know if you guys heard the news or not, but apparently New Japan, I believe the tickets already are on sale. If you apparently, this is what I've been reading. Apparently, Let me find this out. Here we go. Apparently, per the Wrestling Observer newsletter, they're reporting that New Japan Pro Wrestling saw disappointing first-day ticket sales for its July 7th event at the Cow Palace in San Francisco. The show was not an instant sellout, selling only 3,330 tickets, while New Japan Pro Wrestling sold out their second Long Beach show in an arena that seats 4,700. The transition, apparently the Cow Palace holds 10,000 people, right? Apparently it's not going smoothly. The reports also note that there was a bit of a fail with Ticketmaster not making the best seats available immediately to the first people who clicked on them, which likely hurt the sales numbers as well. There are also around 1,000 seats not available because they were being held for a New Japan fan club members in Japan. So listen, if you're New Japan right now and you want to sell out this Cow Palace, I'm not saying Kenny Omega is gonna fucking move the needle. You know what I mean? But again, we've been saying this before. Kenny Omega, having that match with Jericho, because he's still getting that whole Jericho effect, right? Do you get that vibe as well? Like he's still got...
Yeah, well, absolutely. But I just think that, I understand they're trying to find ways as to why this show is not doing good in ticket sales. I mean, shit, after watching that show in Access TV, I could understand why people don't want to go. But like in general, that is weird because even if there's a bad New Japan show, people will still buy tickets. So yeah, there might be some type of logistics issue there. Maybe lower the prices too. I'm pretty sure they're not that cheap. But yeah, they should do something exciting. I wouldn't mind Kenny Omega finally winning the world title, but I gotta see it to believe it. I think Okada loses to someone else down the road, and like I said, I just gotta see it to believe it.
The problem is who?
I know who. I already know who. I know who they're gonna do it with. And it's not the best choice. It might not be this year. It might not be next year. Well, technically next year. It might not be at Wrestle Kingdom next year, but maybe the year after. So I think Okada could hold it another year. I mean, they're getting away with this right now, so why not? But at the end of the day, you're right. Omega, it would be nice to see him win. But like I said, I have to see it to believe it.
But what I'm saying is, hey, listen, they want to sell out this 10,000 seat arena. I think Omega could be that name, if you will, that people will know because, hey, he wrestled Jericho and stuff like that. So I guess you could give the belt to Kenny Omega with the idea that, hey, he's going to fucking make it possible for them to actually have tickets to move fast and shit. You know what I mean? Mike, what do you think, bro?
Yeah, I think it should be Omega's time. It's like, why waste it? Like the first 3 times were great and good. And why waste it now if he doesn't win? And you just go, it's like, who else is Okada going to face after Omega and Naito and the Switchblade thing? I just don't want to think about that.
It's going to be Switchblade, and maybe he won't win, actually. I'll take it back, but I would not be surprised if he does win.
Like, even casual New Japan fans don't even like Switchblade. Like, even the casuals don't like him. So why even put it towards him? Omega has to at least hold the belt once so he can get that fulfillment of being IWGP champion.
Fair enough. But we'll see if they even pull the trigger on that. We'll see. But again, guys, I think the main will be a good show. If you guys want to watch it, get New Japan World. But yeah, guys, Jericho and Naito, Omega versus Okada 4. This is going to get even more crazier, I believe, somewhere down the road. Also, from what it looks like, Awesome Kong went under the knife in an attempt to fix her back. So This was apparently a video I guess she uploaded to Instagram, or someone did for her before the surgery, where I guess she's trying to, get her back fixed, which is great, you know what I mean? So she can go on with her life and stuff like that. Is there anything that I'm missing right now?
In terms of what?
From, anything that... Oh, yeah, Hulk Hogan, bruh. Hulk fucking Hogan.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Save the best for last.
So Hulk Hogan, from what it looks like, is on his way back to WWE. Apparently. Apparently, yeah. So this was apparently Hulk Hogan. Apparently, this is what I read. Apparently, during the Saudi Arabia tour, right, for the Greatest Royal Rumble, apparently the people from Saudi Arabia wanted them to bring in Hulk Hogan, right?
Yeah.
The Saudi royal family wanted Hogan to work the recent Great Rumble event, and while that didn't happen, it did trigger new talks between WWE and the Hulkster. PW Insider adds that Hogan's name was discussed in creative pitches for the Great Royal Rumble event, with the idea that he would return to the company as a surprise in Saudi Arabia. The idea of Hogan appearing disbanded as WWE got closer to the big event. It was also noted by TMZ that WWE officials were keeping an eye on Hogan's speech for the Boys and Girls Club in America Alumni Hall of Fame induction earlier this week in San Diego, as they wanted to see how the public reacted. Apparently, and it got a positive reaction, right? Apparently, WWE issued the following statement in response to the report from that happened, right? And this is what they write here. In quote, right? This is a statement from WWE. WWE applauds the work Hulk Hogan is doing with Boys and Girls Club of America to turn what was a negative into a positive by helping young people learning from his mistakes. While he has taken many steps in the right direction since we parted ways, Hogan is not currently under contract to WWE. Now, you know what's going to happen. You know damn well it's going to happen. And when it does happen, okay? When it does happen, everyone's going to fucking lose their mind. Everyone's going to go crazy for the shit. I know I will. Brother! Hulk, man, you're running wild, brother. What do y'all think?
It doesn't matter to me. He can come back. It never affected me when all of the stuff came out, from the sex tape to the racial slurs and stuff like that. Yeah, the racial slurs hurt it just for a couple months, and then I was like, oh, who cares? Everybody does this now, so just bring him back. It ain't going.
Walter, what about you, bro?
Yeah, I mean, when he was there, it was all right too, being an ambassador. It's not like he was doing a lot, but they could have plugged him into any show that they felt like he could have helped out. So if they have him in that role again, that's perfectly fine as well. I missed him just a little bit. Maybe there was certain shows he could have definitely showed up for that would have helped. So I don't mind him coming back. He's trying to do stuff with the community now, trying to make up for what, got leaked out. At the end of the day, you just got to see how this plays out. I'm pretty sure most people are going to forgive him, so I wouldn't mind to see him come back. I don't know how we would feel at first, but then we'll just get used to it and be like, it's Hogan. It's nice to see him back.
Absolutely. But we'll see. Again, I hope he does come back. Hopefully he does. And hopefully we'll see what happens. I know for a lot of people, it's like, he shouldn't come back. Listen, at the end of the day, it's fucking Hulk Hogan. End of the day. So, anything is possible, right? But also in the news as well, Tino Sabatelli from NXT will be out of action for several months after he suffered injury, I guess, last Saturday's NXT Live event in Largo, Florida. Apparently, Sabatelli tore his pectoral muscle during a main event match against the Velveteen Dream. Holy shit, Sabatelli and Velveteen Dream in the main event. that the injury occurred when Dream gave him a drop kick. Sabatelli immediately grabbed his chest and then finished the match moments later with Dream hitting him with the Purple Rainmaker. Sabatelli has since undergone surgery from the injury and will likely require a 6 to 9 month recuperation period. The injury could have not come at a worse time since WWE just started giving the 34-year-old a singles push. That's crazy, bruh. That's kind of crazy.
He's been there forever.
You know what's crazy, bro? I said this I said this for a while, bro. I want, when Sabatelli and Moss were on television, I want them to be tag team champions. Like, they reminded me a lot of a young Power and Glory. I don't know how you guys feel about that in the chat, or again, if you're watching on iTunes or Stitcher or on PodBean or on Twitter, whatever the fuck it may be. I always feel like Sabatelli and Moss had that, that what's it called? That Power and Glory vibe. You know what I mean? That fucking went well. But again, that's just my honest opinion. Take it for what it's worth. Hopefully, he makes a speedy recovery and he's back on television soon. All right. That's gonna be pretty much it. NXT as well. I thought overall was it was an okay show. Bianca Belair fucking lifting up Candice LeRae was funny as all shit. What else happened on NXT? Yeah, fucking Roddy versus Pete Dunne tore the house down. I saw Impact this past Thursday. I did a review on the channel. Did you? Oh, bruh. I'm telling you now, bruh. Psh, man, they're making changes, man. They're making changes. That's what they say. But yeah, guys, enjoy Backlash this Sunday. Again, there will not be a live show this Sunday because I'll be at the event. And if anything, I will do a review on this channel the moment I come back from Prudential Center. Alright, so the review will be on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/HeelSteven. I will also, what I'll do as well for the review, I will post it up on the feed, so it'll be up on Podbean, so you can go to iTunes and Stitcher for you guys to listen to it, download on the go as well. Alright, you could follow the T-Mail Podcast on Twitter, at T-Mail Podcast. Alright, thanks to all of you who have chatted. You guys have been awesome, all of you out there. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back next week for more here on Mixlr. Again, this podcast is available on iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, over on YouTube on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/HeelSteven. If you're on Mixlr right now, hit that follow button, be notified when the show goes live each and every single week. If you're on Mixlr right now, hit that follow button, be notified when we go live every single week on Mixlr.com. And again, all the other places I mentioned, iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean. Hit us a follow, subscribe, give us a 5-star review. We got that merch over on Teespring. Like I said earlier in the show, 2 shirts up on our store. Get yours now, mother flowers. And yeah, thank you to Walter and Mike for joining in this week. Chase will hopefully be back next week. Chase had finals to prepare for. Also, big congrats to Connor from OKFabe for celebrating his anniversary with his wife. And also for being now an affiliate on Twitch. So guys, tomorrow go check out especially Saturday now. So check out this tonight. I guess we will go live tonight with the OKFabe Random Wrestling Podcast as well, guys. Now it's officially May 5th. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Get turned up well tonight, guys. If you're gonna go to a Mexican restaurant, remember to quote Chase. I remember Chase said this a long time ago. You know you're in a good Mexican restaurant by the quality of the chips. Remember that. And I agree with 100% on that as well. You can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven, where I tweet throughout everything, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Impact, and all that fun stuff. I'll be tweeting throughout the show. I'll also be going live on Instagram prior to the show at Prudential Center. Hit it, cuz!
Yep, you could just follow me on Twitter at HeyWalter. And yeah, hopefully you all enjoy the rest of your night.
Big Mike.
You can follow me on Twitter at Big Mike 199519 and on YouTube at Big Mike's Wrestling Recap Show.
We're gonna play the music and mother flowers. We are out of here. Peace.